Welcome back to Main Branch Audio. Andrea, you wrote this piece about giving your AI assistant a long-term memory, and it starts with a pretty relatable problem.
Yeah, I talk to Zoe every day. Web chat, SMS, email, and every single session started completely fresh. I tell it something on Monday, and by Tuesday, it had no idea. Like Groundhog Day, but with an AI.
So what were you actually trying to fix?
Three things preferences should persist, like dark mode or how I structure projects. Facts should stick, like my family members' names. And it all needed to be automatic. I didn't want to manually tell it to remember things.
And it had to work across channels?
That was the key part. If I text Zoe from my phone, the next web chat should already know what I said. No silos.
So what did you build?
A three-layer hybrid system. First layer is super memory, a cloud memory service accessed through MCP. It stores preferences and facts, and it's accessible from anywhere since it's cloud-based.
What's the second layer?
Local SQLite with full text search running directly on my machine works even if the cloud is unreachable, keeps everything private.
And the third?
Memory.md, just a markdown file that gets loaded at the start of every session. It's the ground truth. If both other systems fail, this file still exists and still gets read.
So it's redundancy by design.
Exactly. At the start of every session, Zoe automatically queries both supermemory and local SQLite in parallel, combines the results, and loads everything into context before I even type anything.
And saving is automatic too?
When Zoe learns something new about me, it saves to all three systems automatically. I set up rules so I don't have to prompt it. Memory should be invisible infrastructure, not a manual core.
Did you actually test this across channels?
I did. I opened a web chat and mentioned something specific I'd never said before. Then I texted Zoe from my phone and asked if it remembered. It did. The information went from web chat to supermemory to a text message recall. 3 days later, it still knew.
What would you do differently?
The recall script can be slow because of cloud latency. I'd add a caching layer if I were doing it at scale, and I didn't set up the duplication at first. So if I told it the same thing 3 times, it saved it 3 times. Fix that with a simple check for exact match and semantic similarity.
Why does this matter? Like, clean state exists for a reason, right?
It does. Clean state is easier to reason about. No carryover means no contamination. But for an assistant I use daily across multiple channels, that trade off stopped making sense. I wanted something that knew me. Now it does.
Full write-up on mainbranch.dev, also in Spanish. Andrea, this is really cool.
Thanks. And honestly, this is the kind of thing more people should be building. Your AI shouldn't forget you every time you close a tab.